Welcome to Up to Speed on Cardinal Television at St. John Fisher College.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Up to Speed, a show that brings you up to speed on some of the big stories within the sports world this week. I'm your host James Deasy, and let's get right into the show. Starting with the NBA, Cleveland Cavaliers power forward Kevin Love underwent surgery on his left knee Tuesday and is expected to miss up to 6 weeks. LeBron James' comment was, "It's just our road every season. One of our key guys gets hurt, and this year has probably been the worst out of all years." Love is averaging 20 points and 11 boards per game. That's a really big hit to a shaky Cavaliers team. A blockbuster trade happened on Tuesday as the Orlando Magic has shipped Serge Ibaka onto the Toronto Raptors in exchange for forward Terrence Ross and a first-round pick in the 2017 draft. Seems to me that the Raptors get the better end of the bargain, as they already have multiple talented players, such as Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan. Ibaka will help bolster that defensive side of the ball. After the altercation between former Knicks player Charles Oakley and owner James Dolan, Oakley's ban from Madison Square Garden has been lifted. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver stepped up alongside Michael Jordan and spoke directly with Oakley and Dolan on Monday to end this public dispute. Just more news to be thrown into the carousel of the New York Knicks. Now, on to college basketball. Number 100 has finally been met. The Lady UConn's basketball team has been able to extend their winning streak to 100 games straight. Defeating number 6 South Carolina with a score of 66-55, it seemed to be a pretty easy task. 56 out of the 100 wins were tallied up with a difference of at least 40 points. Connecticut's last loss was in double overtime on November 17, 2014 against Stanford. Can this century streak continue? I believe so. Louisiana Lafayette ended up beating South Alabama with a score of 87-61 Monday night. But that is not the headline. Bryce Washington had 25 points and 13 rebounds to lead them to victory. Washington now has 19 double-doubles on the season. Not a bad player to have on your team trying to make a push into March Madness. Now on to the NFL. Oakland Raiders outside linebacker Aldon Smith, who missed the 2016 season due to his NFL-mandated suspension, was mentioned in a San Francisco police report Monday. Smith, who applied for reinstatement into the league this past fall, does not really help his chances with this case. Officer Grace Grant-Patton told ESPN.com he is cooperating with San Francisco PD and the reporting party. The report was taken over the weekend, and he was mentioned in the report. No other news has been addressed because the Raiders have been forbidden to have any contact with Smith under the rules of his suspension. The New York Giants released wide receiver Victor Cruz and running back Rashad Jennings on Monday to create significant cap space going into this offseason. Cruz, who has had several injuries over his 7-year stint with the New York Giants, would have cost the Giants about $9.4 million, as Jennings would count about $3 million against the cap for 2017. It's a very unfortunate sight to see, as both of these players played very well for this team. But at the end of the day, the NFL is a business. New England Patriots running back James White said after the Super Bowl he forgot to keep the game-winning ball as they all went into celebration. Luckily, an equipment assistant scooped it up. The Patriots are now displaying the football at their local Hall of Fame. Yeah, remember Brady's jersey ending up missing at his press conference? They still haven't found that, so hopefully you can actually find that soon. This has been another episode of Up to Speed. Make sure to tune in next week for more stories within the sports world that you might have missed. I'm your host, James Deasy. Catch you next time.